Hello everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings here, and as usual, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think I need to say this for that for this video, because I'm not talking about medical stuff. So, today I was at the gym, because for the last 10 days or so, I've been back in the gym seriously, because in the last 4 months, I only worked out like 4 times. And today I got 1 rep of 295 bench press. I'm proud of that, and I made sure that in between my warm-up sets I was getting real good activation of my pec muscles to make sure I would be able to do it, and I took lots and lots of rest. People probably wondered why I was just standing around like doing this and stretching, and you don't want to stretch too much though, because then it stretches out the muscle and you get weaker. But someone saw me and they're like, "Oh, how'd you get up to so much weight?" And I told them about frequency, which I've talked about in other videos. So check out my other videos, but basically frequency is the key to increasing your weight. But the other thing is, in general, there's 3 things. So I made a video recently on the 2 things. Now those 2 things, if you combine them with these 3 things and the frequency part, you are a recipe for success. So these 3 things, they're very secret, very unknown. Most people have never heard of them. The 3 things are testosterone, trenbolone, and DECA. Just kidding. The 3 things are eating, sleeping, and lifting weights. Now it sounds like a joke, but it's not. Because when I say eating, I mean eating a lot. Like, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. I care to eat healthy, so you gotta cook the food, you gotta eat the food, and you gotta clean up the food. And then you gotta repeat. That takes a lot of time. And then on top of the healthy food, because if you try to eat just meat, vegetables, fruits, every single day, every single meal, and salad, you're probably going to lose your appetite, not be able to eat enough. So then you got to toss in the unhealthy stuff on top of it, but you want to have your good stuff as your foundation, and then pile on the other stuff for the calories, for the sugar, because before the gym, you want to have lots of sugar in your bloodstream, and your glycogen stores, you want them to be full. And after the workout, it doesn't hurt to spike your blood sugar, to spike your insulin, to get more nutrients into your muscles. It's not necessary, and it's probably going to make you gain a little bit of weight, but it's still something you can do. So eating, you got to take it very seriously and eat a lot of food. Like, it's really a lot of work because you're going to get tired of it. It's going to be easier to just eat less, but you can't. And then sleeping. You may think, "Oh, I sleep enough. I get 7 hours of sleep a night." No, if you really want to make good progress, you got to get more than 7 hours of sleep a night. You got to get not 8 even, I mean, maybe 8, but you got to get like 9 or 10 hours of sleep a night. Like, if you're really working out hard, you got to be eating a ton and sleeping a ton. Because if you're not, your body can't recover. It can't recover good enough to get that high frequency. Now, if you wait 5, 6, 7 days, sure, you'll be recovered, you can hit the gym again, but you need to be able to be more frequent. Plus, just in general, even if you weren't trying to be more frequent and you were just going to work out for 3 hours at a time and still take 5 days off, you still want that better recovery. And then, number 3, the lifting hard. That's obvious, like, I don't think I need to say much about it, but you just gotta go into the gym and put a lot of effort in and lift hard. Gotta do it somehow. Just gotta work hard, and when you're tired, keep working hard, and when you're sore, keep working hard, and when you don't want to lift it anymore, keep lifting it. And, yeah, you just gotta somehow push yourself to lift heavy weights. And also combine that with lighter weights where you focus on feeling the contraction, and the kind of contractions where it feels like it's tearing the muscle apart. So, like, I love bench press, but I gotta say, a few days ago I did cable flies, and I just focused on the chest contraction, like, just like not using my arms. Like, technically you're using your arms, but it was using my chest to pull my arms together. The arms were just like hooks, and that contraction of the muscles just amazing, and just like tearing them apart as it contracted each time. Like, I can do really heavy bench press and my chest will be sore, but it's not like when you activate all the muscle fibers and you get that perfect contraction. And that's going to make you look a lot more aesthetic. Because you can get up to really heavy weights and stuff, and you'll get kind of big and bulky, but it's good in life to be aesthetic too. So you want to, plus doing those kind of things will help you to get stronger for your big lifts. Because you need a combination of muscle tissue and nervous system activation. Now, you probably have enough muscle tissue for your somewhat near future goals. And the key for getting up in weight to some reasonable amount is your nervous system. But if you're thinking 3, 4, 5 years down the line and you want to get your bench press up a couple 100 pounds, you're going to need to put on a lot of muscle tissue over that time. And obviously you're going to need to be activating your nervous system to be able to go heavier, tear more muscle, put on more muscle. But then, I mean, you can also put on more muscle doing those other things where you activate it better than heavier weights. But then after you put on enough muscle tissue, you don't have to do high frequency to put on the muscle tissue. But then after you have enough muscle tissue, then you up the frequency and you activate your nervous system to get it firing perfect, just like a basketball player who throws the balls through the hoops every day. Like, how on earth can they ever miss? They do it every single day, multiple times a day. Like, your body you can wake up and be drunk or whatever and just do it perfect because your nervous system just is ready to fire. So yeah, test, trend, deca, nope, eat, sleep, lift, train, whatever you want to call it. It's not that complicated. Eat a lot. Like I said, I prefer to eat the good healthy foods, and then when you can't eat more of them because you don't have the appetite, then stack on top the unhealthy foods that are easier to eat. Sleep a lot. It takes a lot of dedication because most people are addicted to their phones and computers and TVs, so they're not going to sleep early enough. And even if you can, I mean, it's possible you can go to sleep really late and just wake up really late, but most people have something sometime during the day where they have to wake up. So if you're going to bed too late and then you're forced to wake up, even if it's not that early in the day, you're probably not getting enough sleep. So make sure you can try. It sounds crazy for some people, but really you gotta try to get like 9 hours of sleep. And while I'm not the biggest advocate of going to bed on a full stomach, when you're really trying to recover, you gotta combine the eating and the sleeping. You gotta eat a ton of good food with lots of protein and stuff, and fill yourself up and go to sleep. That way it's like constantly absorbing into you while you're sleeping. Now that is gonna slightly block your human growth hormone release, but it's gonna be releasing insulin, so it's gonna be doing similar stuff. You're gonna gain a little bit more weight, not look quite as good, but you'll probably get better recovery rather than your body starving for nutrients while you're sleeping for 9 or 10 hours. Because trust me, if you sleep 9 or 10 hours, you're going to be hungry, and you're training really hard, you're going to be hungry in the middle of the night. So if you don't go to bed with a full stomach, you're going to like have a rumbling stomach and like want to wake up and eat. And you can do that too, as long as you'll be able to fall back asleep. I don't recommend setting alarms to wake up in the middle of the night to eat. Just go to bed having ate enough that it will last. Protein drinks before bed, not bad, but not the best, because as I've talked about in other videos, protein powder is very quickly absorbed. So before bed, it's better to eat real food that takes time to be broken down and then slowly absorbed. So yeah, eat, sleep, lift weights. And I'm not in nearly as good a shape as I was like back in January, but I'm not doing horrible. I mean, it bothers me, but I got 295 in at the gym today. A lot better than recently, because my nervous system just was not used to lifting weights after 4 months basically off. But I have the muscle tissue. So once my nervous system gets reconditioned, I'm able to go back up in weights pretty easily. probably what people call muscle memory. So yeah, eat, sleep, lift, repeat. And check out my other videos. Click on my icon because I've got like 200 great videos, and if you just scroll on the side, you're not going to see them all. Check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness, because you don't need steroids. You just need to have those 2 things plus these 3 things. So consistency and pushing really hard, along with eating a lot, getting a lot of sleep, and lifting your weights. So it's kind of like 4 things. Do these 3 plus, which overlaps with the 2. You just gotta get the consistency. Because if you only do this for a week, it doesn't really matter. But if you eat, sleep, lift for a year or 2 or 3 or 10, you're gonna see results. You can probably see really good results in a year or 2 or 3. But 10 is good. You should try to do it for 10. Right now, my muscles feel pretty weak. But also my elbow is hurting, and yeah, I got and also when I was in the gym, my shoulder was hurting, but right now it's feeling better. Because I can lift heavy weights, but they do take a toll on my body. So I'm probably gonna go a little bit easier on the heavy weights and just focus more on good contractions. I'm not gonna give up heavy weights completely, but at the end of the day, aesthetics is a little bit more important than being super strong. Super strong. I can settle for being really strong instead of super strong. Like if I can just rep 315 for like 5 reps, I'll be fine with that. Now I know I'll want to do more because that's how I am, but I'll settle for repping 315 and being injury free rather than trying to go for 400 and having injuries, because I don't want any more injuries. Yeah, right now, my goal is to diet down and get thinner than I've ever been before, and to get up to being able to rep 315 for like 5 reps at least. Yeah, my elbow's bothering me. I don't know what my goals are for other lifts, because I really only pay attention to the weight. Actually, I would like to get up to, I think I was doing like 8 reps of 135 curls. I would like to be able to do like 155 curls for 6 reps. I'm just throwing that out there because my curls, how much weight I lift, has not gone up in years. So it's probably why my biceps aren't looking how I would like them to look. So I need to increase how much, I mean, I know I can grow my biceps without curling 150 pounds, but we'll see. And I am going to focus on my core because I have not worked out my core in like 8 or 9 years. Yes, sounds, I mean, a little bit on and off, but for the most part, no. And like it looks fine, that's why I haven't worked it out. It's plenty strong, but I need to get better nervous system connection to it, especially for my back muscles, because I have some degeneration in my sacrum. I don't know the pronunciation because I don't speak much, I read much. And I don't want to have more degeneration. Oh yeah, check out my stuff, my website, andrewhutchings.org, my Instagram. Remember, you can hire me for coaching, consultations, advice, plans, whatever, for training. Ouch, my elbow. Yeah, gotta take it more careful. Eating, supplements, not medical advice, but you can hire me to consolidate medical information for you, put it all in one place, along with my opinion, my non-doctorly opinion, which is probably a good thing because most doctors don't have anything good to say or do. Like, when's the last time you or someone you know went to a doctor with anything other than like a super common problem and actually came out better? Like, you didn't go for the flu, you didn't go for something common, and you came out better. Coming out very soon is my book on tendonitis. Yet another thing doctors can't seem to help people with. I'll be a little bit ashamed someday when I am a medical doctor myself, but you will know that I don't pretend that being a medical doctor means anything. I'm just doing it because I need to be licensed to actually practice medicine, and I'll learn a little bit more along the way. Yeah, just because you went to medical school and you are licensed to practice medicine does not make you a doctor. It makes you a person who works as a doctor. But my book on tendonitis, if you don't like pain and suffering and you want to get back to enjoying your life, my book is for you. If you like pain and suffering and not enjoying your life and having your body be a prison and not doing your favorite activities, keep doing what you're doing. See those doctors, see those physical therapists, whoever you're seeing. See them, not me. But if you don't like misery and you like your favorite activities, my book might be for you. Now, I'm not saying don't see the doctors. I can't say that. Make your own decisions. And good luck. I don't know how I should. Check out my stuff. Oh, like and subscribe too. Help me out.